Hello everyone. Oh boy, immediately after I start recording this, my neighbors are yelling. I don't think you'd be able to hear it though, it's just really funny that immediately after I click, I hear them. But anyway, so what I was going to say was, I hope your week is going really well. Mine was, good/okay myself. I've been feeling very stressed, but at the same time, I've been having a lot of fun with what I explained last week as the JU comic, where I've been taking screenshots from the episodes and putting them into comic form. And recently, I just got to episode 2, so I've done like 2 scenes from the second episode into comic form now, and I'll probably be continuing that after I stop this recording. So that's fun. I explained on my Jaden Unshaken Tumblr that I wanted to have quite a few chapters done before I started a release, and I asked my sister about this. I asked if I should, what month would be good for me to start releasing, and she said December, and I was like, that's a great idea because I did episode 1 in December, and last year, people thought I was going to be releasing the episode on Jaden's birthday, which is the 18th of December, but it was like a Christmas thing that I wanted to do, and I was like, well, maybe, I should do comic on her birthday this year. But also, what I was thinking of was, that's a long time from now, and I've kind of been hyping this up, so I'm like, should I wait that long? Because I don't know how patient people would be for reading this comic, and I don't know how much I would get done by then, if it would be a giant amount or what, because that would be great. That would be great if I had a ton of stuff backed up, and I'm thinking I'd probably release it either weekly or bi-weekly. I would prefer bi-weekly because that means I have more content over a longer period of time. But at the same time, I don't want to have people become uninterested. But again, it's it takes a while to make. It's a lot of effort for this thing, so I'm I don't know. Bi-weekly, weekly, I don't know yet. I'm leaning towards bi-weekly just because it would be easier on me, but yeah. Gosh, everything decided to be very noisy. People are starting to wake up, and the birds are out and tweeting a lot. Now, I am recording this at 8 a.m. on Friday, which is usually not the time I record these things. Usually, I have, the foresight to finish Drawn Talk by Wednesday or Thursday, but yesterday I was so tired because I only realized that I had to do it later in the week, and I was like, oh, snap, I need to work on this. And then by the time I was doing things, I was like, oh, I can't. It was just I was just tired. Oh, I totally forgot. So, basically, what you've been watching me do on screen is you've been seeing me work on one of the pictures I've been doing for Artfight, and for those of you who don't know, Artfight is a site where you draw a picture for someone and then you get points for it based on what team you're on. If you check out this site, you would be able to figure out what the deal is, but yeah, so Artfight's been going on, sort of. If you've been following Artfight, you've noticed that Artfight, the site, has been dying a lot, and I feel bad for the people who are in charge of Artfight, because it's just it just feels like it would be so difficult to fix. There's so many people impatient and getting upset about it, and I'm I just feel bad. I'm obviously man, I just want to draw for these random people, but at the same time I'm just man, I feel for those in charge, because I feel like they're dealing with a lot of stress, and because everyone was so excited, there was a countdown stream for Artfight to begin, because it's only 1 month in a year, and it was finally July again, which is Artfight month, so it was just, I feel like a lot of pain has been going on, but yeah, so this picture I'm doing in this Drawn Talk is it's practically done by now, but It's one of the drawings I did for actually Studio Bunny. I will link them in the description. They are a great person, creator, artist, everything. And I really wanted to do a really great picture for them for Artfight. So I tried really hard on this, and I totally made it real subtle with the whole, because they're like a tentative pairing, these two characters. And I was like, I'm gonna be real subtle with this. And I put the little love symbol on that lantern up there. I'm like, but it's just, I thought it was so funny. So that was really fun. I super enjoyed drawing this drawing. It turned out to be one of my favorite drawings I've done for Artfight so far. I've had like probably 3 drawings so far where I've just been like, dang, I really love how this came out. And this is one of them, so that's been fun. But yeah, after that drawing, I then go on to do a cover for one of the chapters of Jade Unshaken comic, and that's chapter 5's cover. It's of Jaden, Amy, and Em, and it's pretty early on in the story, so they're sort of like not friends yet. So for the cover, I drew them sort of standing there and like, I don't know how to explain it. They're trying to make Amy feel better, or like be like, yeah, you're one of us, you don't have to be alone. So that's what's that picture has been, or will be. I don't know when in the recording this is at this point. So this past week was 4th of July, so those who live in the States, I hope you had a fun holiday. I actually had the event of, like, the holiday event on the Saturday before the actual day. My friend and I, we went to the town next to ours for this, basically a festival. There's, like, some great places to eat there, so we went and, well, my friend actually heard about this cookie place, so we went there first. And, you know, it was alright. I mean, it was pretty good cookies, but I felt like I spent way too much on a brownie. But, like, in general, I really enjoyed it. It was very, very sweet, though, and I can't really handle that much sweet, so I ended up sharing my brownie. Though they did share their cookies with me, so it was, like, it was all good. It was very delicious. It was just sad because we were there, and there was, like, one person working, and there was, like, a really long line, and I was like, man, there's just... So I just felt bad for this person, because, I mean, again, it was like a festival, so it was just, I'm guessing they had a ton of business that day, and I just felt bad. And then we went to one of our favorite sandwich shops. So good. We always get the same thing every time we go. It's probably one of my favorite places to eat. Just, if not because of the food, because the food is great, but if not because of the food, but because of the memories I have there with them. So it's just a fun time all around. And then it was, you know, we went there to see the fireworks, technically. But when we got there, we were like, I mean, I don't really care about seeing the fireworks. And we both agreed. It was just like, yeah, I don't really care. But it was fun in general to walk around and do stuff there. We eventually, when the fireworks did happen, we ended up sitting on, like, the street side. We ended up not being able to see them, really, because of the tall buildings. We saw, like, the edges of the explosions, but in general, not really. But that's okay, like, half the experience is hearing them. So, I mean, we saw sort of the lights, which were pretty, but we definitely heard them, so... I mean, I still had a great time. We were really cheesy when we were just like, man, I don't really care about the fireworks. I'm just having a good time with you. Because we're big cheeses. So, in general, though, that was a very fun time. And I hope you guys had fun on your holiday as well. And if, you know, you're not part of the States, I hope you had a great week anyway. Doesn't matter what you did. I mean, you know, usually that's the only thing I ever do on the 4th of July is just go to that town and go to booths, walk around. And, you know, every year we see a Naruto cosplayer. I don't know if it's the same guy every year, but I feel like it's the same guy because it's always Naruto. It's either that or a giant fish. And it's always great to see that Naruto cosplayer. It's either Naruto or Minato. I couldn't really tell because they basically look the same with the, you know, the cape and everything, so it's like, I don't know who it was. But it was Naruto in general. And it's always awesome to see, just because, you know, Naruto is an anime that I grew up on. It was my first anime that I ever watched. It's just funny that that's the one cosplayer that always goes to that festival is always in Naruto cosplay. So this video is coming to a close. Once again, have a great weekend. Tell me all about what has been going on with you. Tell me how your 4th of July went if you celebrated it. And have a lovely, lovely day. Goodbye.